All right, everybody, how's it going? It is Thursday, March 17th, 2022, and of course, we're just chilling out, waiting for more NFL news, kind of waiting to see what's going to happen with the Deshaun Watson situation. And earlier today, we actually kind of got some news that the Browns were kind of out of the running, as well as like other teams. It basically has come down to the Saints or the Falcons for him. But that kind of put the the Browns and the Baker Mayfield situation in kind of an awkward thing. We're starting to see, you can kind of see like there's some weirdness going on. Baker put out a message thanking the Browns for everything, because it did kind of seem like a couple days ago that was over with. It seemed like the Browns were ready to move on. It seemed like Baker might be getting ready to move on. There's probably some hurt feelings on Baker's side over the way that they handled it. According to reports, some of the reports say Baker and his camp knew nothing about this situation. Some reports say that he did. So it's kind of like, well, what side do you really believe? It's kind of I'm more leaning towards believing Baker's camp and Baker's people, that they probably kind of were just like, well, what the hell is this? They probably found out as everyone else was finding out. You find out surprising things about the way NFL teams operate, like Bobby Wagner finding out from like social media he got released. That's just like a quick short little example of something like that. But now we see that with the case of Baker Mayfield here, he has requested a trade per Tom Pelissero. So, yeah, that's kind of the way we'll start this out. This is widely expected. We kind of were expecting this, kind of waiting for something like this to happen. It was like, well, I mean, is Baker going to just deal with this, or is it going to be like something he gets like over with, and is this going to be a mendable relationship? And I guess not. It looks like Baker doesn't want to play there anymore. Cleveland has been hoping to move forward after its Deshaun Watson pursued and offered to fly to Texas to meet with Mayfield. But from the QB's perspective, the bridge is burned and it's time to move on now. So it seems like Baker was very upset with everything. Let's see. Is there anything else about that longer statement? Okay, here it is. Mayfield's agent contacted the Browns a short time ago to communicate the trade request. The former number one overall pick led Cleveland to a playoff game, to win a playoff just 14 months ago. That was written. That's written wrong. That's probably why that threw me off. The word game isn't in there, and like my brain threw game in because I read ahead before I read. Now the sides increasingly appear headed for a divorce. So, That's also why I read out loud kind of funky, because I read really quickly in my head, but my brain sometimes can't keep up. So, it's whatever. But so it looks like that situation's going on. We're kind of just sitting there. That happened about 15 minutes ago at let's see what about time that was. At roughly 3:32 p.m. Eastern Standard, so about 18 minutes ago. At per Mary Kay Cabot and other people, about 5 minutes later, within record time, they said, no, you're not getting traded. We're not even going to listen to that. So that's become quite the interesting situation here with this. Is now the Browns are like, nah, we're not going to do that. You see Mike Garafolo, he says, nah, they don't plan to honor the trade request. They just said no. Nah. Why would we do that? That sounds stupid. We wouldn't have a quarterback anymore. It's like, oh, that's interesting. It's like, oh boy, this is real awkward. Baker Mayfield told ESPN it is in the mutual interest of both sides for us to move on. The relationship is too far fine to mend. Too far fine? What? Well, I don't even know what that means. It is in the best interest of both sides to move on. Damn, this is getting crazy with this situation. So basically right now we're sitting at a stalemate. We're not really sure what's going to happen next. It's kind of like, well, what side's going to... This is getting crazy. Literally, it's just like, well, what's next? Does he get traded? It doesn't seem like he's going to be traded. Maybe the Browns are enticed with an interesting package. Maybe the Browns just hold him. Maybe Baker sits out a la Deshaun Watson. Are we going to have one of those situations? Is this going to be something that can be fixed before the start of the regular season? Maybe the Browns offer Baker a big old contract. Maybe that's something that could fix things and, show that the Browns are ready to commit to Baker and kind of actually be serious about keeping the best quarterback they've had. And too far gone. Oh, okay. It's too far gone to mend. Okay, so Baker sees this as a dead relationship, which is quite shocking. Not really, I guess. Actually, when you do that, it's not shocking. I don't even know why I just said that. That was a completely false statement I just made. It's not shocking at all. This was gonna happen. So, but yeah, so that's the sort of first bit of news. It's kind of like we're not really sure what's going to happen with that. Make sure you leave your thoughts down below. Does he wind up getting traded? Do they work it out? Does he just get held out and does he have to be a holdout for a whole season? Much like other quarterbacks, have had to do or players have had to do when things erode with the team that they're playing for, right? Baker isn't the first guy this has happened to. Baker won't be the last guy where things have just kind of gone bad. We'll see what happens. It's a fun situation to monitor. It's our first real big piece of drama for this offseason because the Rodgers situation kind of dissolved quickly. Most situations haven't really gotten too bad, but this one has the potential. This one feels like it's going to be one of those situations. It could be Deshaun Watson-esque. So, all right. And then the other news, obviously, you've probably heard about this by now. Allen Robinson has agreed to contract with the Los Angeles Rams. The Pro Bowler is still just 28. Yeah, he's still really good. He gets a 3-year deal worth, let me pull this up. He gets a 3-year deal worth $46.5 million and $30.7 million guaranteed. Wow. Sheesh. Good pay for Mr. Allen Robinson. Let's see if there's just corroborate it and kind of look at it. Yep. That's pretty good. Looks like the Rams are serious. They're still right in contention. They're still one of the better teams in the NFC, if not the best team in the NFC with this pickup. Still have money left over for Odell Beckham Jr. and hope to re-sign him. So they still plan on bringing in Odell Beckham. Beckham, Woods, AR, and Kupp, and healthy is insane. Van Jefferson as well. Wow. So it'll literally be Kupp, Allen Robinson, and Robert Woods, and Van Jefferson if they're all healthy, and Beckham if he gets back to a playing level. That is a wildly good receiving core. It is unnaturally stacked. That is, yeah. Someone made a really good comment. Like that's a great comment. It's like, whoa, Stafford's gonna throw for 8,000 yards this year. It might have. He very well could hit about 5,700 yards this year if they stay healthy. That's a pretty good pickup for the Rams, for a team that's probably wanting to win another Super Bowl, make sure they cash in on all those investments that they've made. And, hey, why the hell not? They're in their window. They could win another one. I don't see why they couldn't, unless something drastically goes wrong. But I can't imagine anything too bad. I guess I'll look around and see if there's any other crazy bits of news going on worth really talking about. It's been kind of a slower news day outside of the Baker Mayfield news and the Allen Robinson signing that just happened. You see, like it's just nothing really. You know what I mean? It's just kind of a slow. It's kind of to that point in free agency where we're getting to like the mid-tier players that are left, so it's kind of not as big. I guess Cole Beasley got released. I don't really know. I guess that the fact that the Browns were out on the what's his name? You know what I mean? On Deshaun was kind of big news. So that's what triggered this whole Baker Mayfield drama today. So I guess that's pretty much that. It's been a slower news day compared to the last week or so of the NFL. But, these are pretty big news stories. These are the big stories so far of the day. And they're pretty recent. So, it's fresh. Feels fresh. Anything else do I have? Let's see if Ian Rappaport's got it. Oh, what the hell did I just do? I don't even know what the hell that did. All right. Let's see if Rappaport's got anything, and I don't. Oh, Giants are cutting Logan Ryan, I guess. So that's pretty big. And that's pretty much it so far for today. So, yeah, thanks. Let me know what you think of all the news today. Baker Mayfield requests trades. The Browns deny it. What happens next? Let me know down in the comments. What do you think of the Rams signing Allen Robinson? Are they pretty much the favorites to win the NFC yet again? Are they even going to really be contended with? Is it Rams? Is it some formulation of the Rams, Packers, or Bucks winning the NFC? Probably. Let me know what you think, and I'll be sure to get back to you as soon as I can. Make sure you leave a like. That helps the channel out quite a bit. It helps get the video seen right away and over time. Also, make sure you leave a comment. That always helps out, too. I appreciate any kind of interaction. Subscribe as well if you're not subscribed, but I think most of the people that get these videos are. So if you're not, yeah, give it a shot. It's pretty good. We make quite a bit of content, so you're not going to really regret it, I don't think, too hard. So. All right, thank you so much for listening. Have a great rest of your day, night, morning, afternoon, midday, mid-afternoon, I guess whatever you would call it. But just have a good one. Thank you so much again for listening. Go Lions, go Tigers, go Patriots, and peace. All right, thank you. Have a great rest of your whatever. Peace.